videos from all over the internet that's going to flip your perspective. Let's just start.
You can literally get anything you want if you use this one simple trick. And this isn't some stupid trick. This is lethal advice that I cannot believe I'm sharing with the internet right now. But if you want your boyfriend to be nicer to you, you want your friends, family to be on your side with something, you want your client to close at the end of the deal, you can use this one simple trick in order to get somebody to behave how you want them to behave. And don't come for me, oh, this is manipulative. I know, but it works. So it's called labeling. You essentially want to give somebody a label of how you want them to act. And when you put an expectation on somebody, they naturally want to reach that expectation. So for example, if you want your boyfriend to be like a better boyfriend and take you on more dates and do more things for you, you can just say like, you are the best boyfriend ever. I love how you treat me. You treat me so well. This will make him want to live up to that expectation, aka take you on more dates and be a better boyfriend. But I use this to make money, okay? Your girl is in sales, and if I want somebody to be decisive at the end of a sales call and make a decision, I label them as just that. To my customer during a sales call, I say like, oh, finally I'm on a call with somebody that's decisive and knows exactly what they want. I say this earlier on into the sales pitch, that way they have to live up to that expectation at the end of the sales call. AKA they're not very likely to tell me, I need to think about it at the end of a call, because I labeled them as decisive and they agreed with it. So they're gonna act in that way. But anyways, this is some good Use it sparingly.
How to build sexual...
Okay, tell us.
Now, if you are a minor, flip away. I'll give you a second. Now, gentlemen, remember, sex is a reward for both of you. Key is to dangle the carrot and let her come to you. Not literally, but figuratively. Let me explain. Before you get hot and heavy, be aware of each other's body language and subtle physical tension. Let that tension build up. Continue watching the movie, even if you're not paying attention. Halfway through the movie, abruptly take that washroom break and come back and ask her, are you even paying attention? If she giggles and says no, gentlemen, then you can decide what to do.
Bro, women do not want marriage, bro. I would say 98% of women do not really want marriage, bro. What they really want is a day where they can wear a very expensive dress, get some very expensive jewelry, look the prettiest that they ever looked in their whole life, have all their friends and family come and their co-workers come and have their attention on them, and have this one day be about them. And they want a man that they feel like is going to make them the center of their world forever. That's what they really want. The problem is it comes in the package of marriage. And the problem with that is marriage is connected to capitalism.
Yeah, right,
Notice
true,
how every time
yes.
they involve the government in something, shit go wrong? Why the fuck do I gotta sign papers and get the government involved for us to be committed forever? This is supposed to be love. Love is spiritual. Love is deeper than physical.
True,
form. I gotta
yes.
sign a paper.
This is
Now we getting the government involved. Now I gotta pay taxes and shit. What do this got to do with us? Hey man, I'm just a guy.
Let's
so
say
true.
that you're doing Coca-Cola and you get this high. If you have a fulfilling life with deep, meaningful relationships, a fulfilling career doing what you love and you're passionate about, good relationship with family, then you're living life over here. If you do Coca-Cola, there's only going to be a minor difference in your overall emotional state. And so you could do it probably once or twice, but you're probably going to leave it alone. You're going to be like, it doesn't really do much. But let's say your life is over here, where you're not happy with yourself, or your life, where you're living it on the surface. The change from here to here is going to be so drastic that you're going to develop this need for it. You're going to yearn for it. And it's the same way with relationships. Oftentimes, we're living life right here, and then someone comes into our life and we're experiencing this high. It's not the person that we're in love with. It's that we live life so misaligned with us. We're so disconnected on a regular basis that when someone comes in and introduces this connection, we're so deprived of it that all we can think about is feeling that high again, the feelings that we feel like when we're with them. And that's how codependent relationships form. It's quite literally an addiction.
One of the biggest lessons I ever learned, or harshest realities I ever, had to come to, is realizing that men do not care about your accomplishments as a woman. They don't care about your education. They don't care about your degrees. They don't care about how much money you're making. They don't care about, what businesses you're running. They don't care about any of that stuff. If they do not find you attractive, they will not go out of their way for you whatsoever. They will walk right past you to a beautiful woman. And the thing about it is, the sooner you like realize that and accept it, you won't even get like offended by it. Like, because the thing about it, men and women are just wired differently. A real man doesn't really have to care what a woman has going on. If he has, you know, money, if he has education, all that kind of stuff, I mean, it's like,
Now, I don't know where the confusion came in at, but some of the most happiest, healthiest people roaming the face of the earth in this day and age are those who are single with their own source of income and still being taken care of. Don't miss that last part. So married folks who think y'all are better than those who are not, carry on. We want you to have that. Because we out here thriving, surviving, doing what we want to do, how we want to do it, and when we want to do it. And when we no longer want to do it, we can say bye-bye. We don't have to wait on the courts to divide, subtract, and add up our income and what we've built to share with nobody else. We ain't got that type of time. And we're wise enough to know that the dynamics of relationships and love is completely different from what it once was. And baby, we are fine. Y'all ain't gotta worry about us.
I do a lot of FinDom as well.
What's FinDom?
Financial domination. Which is basically just taking money for nothing.
Taking money for nothing?
That sounds like a fun
You control
job.
men's,
I could do that.
You control men's bank account.
Wait, what? You have access to their accounts?
They beg you, they give you the passwords, and then you
Fuck,
drain
that's
their
someone
money.
long over here.
You drain their money.
Yeah.
Nice.
What?
That's like Matt's like idea of hell.
That's my idea of hell.
Mine too.
I would be like, oh my god.
No way.
Hey,
It's a fetish.
I feel like I would rather use
What
my
is the-
money for
like, can you say
philanthropic
what's the
work
most
rather
you've
than
been
letting it
allowed
go
to have?
through it.
The most I've taken is probably like I don't take too much, maybe like $5,000.
Yeah.
Like I
That's
definitely,
respectable.
Yeah, okay.
like I never ever want to fuck them over.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
never there to try to like ruin their lives or like leave them with nothing or they can't even live. Like I don't want to do that. So I actually sometimes budget with them because I'm like, all right, so how much do you need for your fuel and blah blah blah. Right, so then that's left. I'm taking that. I'm a nice dominatrix.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
They got me tripping, bro. I swear.
You need to find a new job. You always telling me they tripping.
Right, yes. And the nigga just got off work, nigga. Ain't eat all day.
Hold on, babe. Hold on. My mom keep blowing me up. Let me call you right back.
Alright.
All right. Hello?
Hello? What's up, fine shit?
Oh my gosh, I'm on the phone with my man. You cannot keep blowing me up like this.
Bruh, man. What the fuck? Alright, hurry that shit up and call me back.
I am. I'm gonna call you right back, okay?
Alright, I'm on.
All right, bye. Yeah, babe. I don't know why she kept calling me. My bad, but keep going.
But yeah, man. Did you get that tire checked out I told you about?
My tire damn near.
One of the most overlooked signs that someone is cheating on you is that they all of a sudden get really good at using they them pronouns. And they do this, men specifically do this, to obscure the fact that they are hanging out with women without lying to you. Because they know that lying can be difficult to keep track of, and a web of lies falls apart really easily with one slip up. But if they say things like, oh, some people came, yeah, they were saying this, and hide the fact, you'll pick up on it, you'll think it's weird, you'll ask about it, and they'll dismiss your question. So that's how they do it. So look out for this sign, okay?
One thing I've realized is that when they tell you as a child that boys only want one thing, they are not exaggerating or lying to you. It's really facts. And the sadder part is that a lot of women don't realize that until they are older or they've already had children or if they've already devoted so much of their life to men. And it's sad because patriarchy literally designs a system that encourages women to chase romance their entire life just so men can get their intimate needs met. Like, that's what it's really and truly about at the end of the day. Like, centering romance and marriage and childbearing is really just about men getting their intimate needs met. And they tell you it's about, oh, humanity in the world and all these things, when really it's just about men getting their intimate needs met. And I think part of why humanity is in such dire position is because for centuries now, women have been not really engaging in life from a place of chasing their true dreams, desires, and their heart and soul, but rather just waiting around for a diamond ring and a man and things that society, a patriarchal society, tells them will fulfill them, instead of actually doing what they want to do in life and impacting the world in that way.
So this happened a couple of years ago. One of the guys that I was dating basically made up an entire person for a whole year. Like the existence of a person. He would tell me story times about her. I never questioned if this person existed or not. Now you might be wondering, how is that possible? Like, did you never speak to her, see her, text her, meet her? No, I could never meet her because I was grounded at home. Number two, I never spoke to her on call because this guy told me that she was deaf and mute. And then he would tell me random stories about her and how she's very pretty and how all his friends liked her or some weird shit. And I used to believe it. And then I used to text her. But what I didn't know is that it was him texting me pretending to be her. So a few months after I got introduced to this person, I once got caught at home speaking to this guy and I was shit scared for my life. So I texted him saying, listen, I need to break up with you. My mom's caught me again. So immediately this guy tells me that she dies, like she's actually dead. And me being really stupid, went to my mom, who by the way is fuming at me, told her I need to speak to him right now because this woman and his family actually died. And my mom was like,
I think I know someone who went through
anyway,
the same
for some
situation.
reason, after this whole thing happened, me respecting his grief never brought it up either. 2 years after that, I feel like my brain developed a little bit more, so I randomly brought it up and I asked, was that a made up person? And then he said, yes, I made it up. The thing is, if I was a little bit smarter at that time, I would have taken it as a sign, but I didn't see it that way. I thought it was just a mistake. And that's how stupid I was. Now the minute a guy opens his mouth, I hear sirens around me. But back then, oh, I was stupid.
You know, you can tell when someone has been cheating. Your body will tell.
How?
Your body will feel off.
Okay.
Your body will respond differently to their body. Sometimes you don't even
True that, yeah.
react the same. Your body don't even do the same things. As soon as it comes close to you, something feels off. Something feels completely different. Because let me explain to you this right here. When two other energies have had an experience together and the reaction has been strong, that reaction stays with the person. The energy stays with the other person. So when your body comes close to the other person or to your partner, you can pick it up because the same energy is still on your partner. I don't care how long they took a shower. I don't care whether how long he has been separated. I don't care how much time has passed. The energy stays on the partner. Your body can pick it up because the body experiences different. See, the body is conscious and is aware. So the body can pick up any changes in this universe, any shift in energy, your body picks it up. So imagine an experience of, your body knows, it feels it. Something is off, something is different. You feel different. You feel like someone else because someone else have been there. Trust your body. You don't need words to tell you exactly what your body feeling. You don't need an explanation. You have the truth. Your body's the truth.
I don't know why women get so upset when a man step out and be with another woman. They're not really supposed to be with one woman. And I'm going to say a little bit about this. And you're going to think about it. So why are men able to produce millions of kids? It's because they're supposed to be fruitful and flourish the world. But they supposed to take care of them kids also, And my thing is, why is it so hard for men to be faithful other than a woman? Women be all, in their feelings, and men, they can do it with the girl and they out of there. That's just because that's just their nature. As long as your household and is taken care of and you're free from disease and headache.
If a man tells you that he grew up with his mom and his sisters and it was just them, so he has a different type of relationship with women and he respects women, just know he does not have a special respect for women and he will ruin your life.
It may look like we have a lot of options out here, but we really don't. Most of these people are broken. They're traumatized. They're toxic. They're cheaters. They're liars. They're manipulators. So if you have someone good in your life, someone genuine in your life, hold on to them tight. Lock in with them, because someone who actually loves you, supports you, listen to you, care about your mental, just check on you, just really love you, is worth so much more than these flashy Instagram niggas or a bad Instagram hoe.
I just found out that my husband went on a first date with his ex-girlfriend a week before we got married just to make sure he was making the right
And people are going through a whole lot
The
of
girl that
things,
my husband
man.
was dating before me was, in everybody else's words, completely perfect in every way. And they've all made it clear that they like her a lot more than they like me. The amount of times I've heard from his friends and family that she was the most beautiful, smart, kind, successful girl, too many times to count. They were high school sweethearts and their families knew each other really well. Then they dated all through college, and a year after they graduated, he broke up with her, which apparently devastated everybody. At first, this really bothered me, but I started to realize that it had nothing to do with me. No matter what girl my husband was gonna date next, his family was always gonna have a problem with it just because they saw her as part of the family, so I just got over it. And luckily, my husband has never given me anything to worry about. When we were dating and this all first started coming up, he made it so clear that he was confident in his decision to break up with her. He said that she was an amazing person, and all those things that his family and friends say about her are true. She's beautiful and smart and kind, but they weren't compatible. They weren't looking for the same things, and he just felt that he wouldn't be happy with her for the rest of his life. And listen, I'm not hating on myself at all, but I've seen a picture of this girl. Stunning. Like one of those people that you're like, I didn't know genetics could do that.
What's something your friend did to you that made you realize they are no longer your friend?
Okay, so I had this best friend, and her sister had a birthday party, and it was at a hotel. So it was supposed to be all girls, and we was drinking, and we all was drunk. And then once we was drunk, that's when 3 dudes came. So I'm laying down on the bed and I'm drunk, but I'm not like sleep, but I'm drunk, but I can hear everything. And I hear him say like, oh, she look good, woo woo. And her sister, she wanted to, interact with me. And I hear my best friend say, well, y'all better do it while she passed out drunk, because if she waits, she not gonna do it.
Oh, really?
So I hopped up and pretend like I had to throw up, and I ran in the bathroom to call my boyfriend to try to come get me, but I didn't know where I was at.
You can call me a gold digger all you want, but I used to only date 50-50 men, and my longest relationship ever was with a 50-50 man. And times were tough, but we were a team. And he stops being able to afford groceries. So before we used to go 50-50 on groceries, now he can't pay his half, or he can't pay all his half. And I'm like, don't worry, babe, I got you. I'll pay for it this month, and the next month, and the next month. And it keeps getting lower and lower, the amount he can pay. He's out with his friends. I've come home with the groceries. I'm cooking. I get a call, and he's like, hey, I just ordered weed to the house. Can you go into my red backpack and pay the guy? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I go into the red backpack. $3,000 in cash. I said, babe, why do you have money but couldn't pay the grocery bill? Help me pay the grocery bill. He says to me, no, babe, those are my savings. And I said, where do you think I was getting the money to pay for half of the groceries that weren't mine? I was taking them out of my savings. I didn't get to have savings for this team. And he goes, oh, I guess I never really thought about you in this situation. Really? You didn't think about me. Yeah, now when men ask me to do 50-50,
the funniest thing about being a girl is that we want every guy to like us. It doesn't matter if we're not compatible with this guy. We have a horrible history with him. It would never work. He'd be a bad boyfriend. He's my brother. Like, it doesn't matter. I still want him to like me. I don't care if he's the worst person in the world. Like, I want him to at least like me. I want him to, want to. And I can say no. But you always need to be down. And then I can kind of be, halfway in or out. It depends on the weather and, the UV and, how my scoliosis is feeling that day. But, you always should be liking me. Why is this? It's a hate crime.
I don't know what it is about the 3-month rule, but every time you're in a relationship with somebody around the 3-month mark, 2.5, 3.5, almost sometimes even 4 months, something always happens, which will prove to you whether or not if you should actually continue that relationship or stop, because the truth of who that person actually is coming out. And it may be in the smallest way. And I'm here to tell you, this is the advice I give you if you're getting into a relationship. If something happens within those 2.5, 3 month, 3.5, or 4 month mark, do not let it slide. If you find it to be disrespectful, and you know that if your girlfriend told you the story about what that person did to you, you would tell them to leave them. You need to do the same thing and not look at this person with lovey eyes. Look at them with the reality that they have created and leave them, and don't ever look back.
Oh, I think she was cheating. I think she has to fly a window to, run away. This is crazy. And we've come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you learned something new from this. And these were crazy stories, I must say. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also share with your friends. And also click on the notification bell icon so that any video that I post, you will be the first to get it. Adios amigos, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.